Good evening. I feel like Ahmed.
Not Ahmed. Not Ahmed. This is Ashlyn. And today we're going to talk about your diabetes. So let's start off by talking about how does diabetes affect you?
I'm used to it, but the only effect thing is my blood sugar goes up and down. And then down some more.
Down some more, yeah.
And then it goes up.
And then up some more.
And it stays there.
And it likes to stay way up in the clouds. Right, so let's talk about your high and low levels for your Dexcom. What do you have it set at?
High is 200, low is...
And you're beeping. Why are you beeping?
Everything's into...
Why was it beeping?
I have to resume my insulin.
Oh, you forgot to resume it.
That's fine.
It's okay, you're going to climb even higher. That's the norm. Okay. I'm sorry, we were talking about your insulin levels. Your high is 200. What is your low threshold?
It beeps at me whenever it's at 80, but Mom says it's 40.
Yeah.
40's.
Well, 40 is not your threshold. You're right, it beeps at you at 80. But you usually hit the 60s or the 40s before we
even hear about it.
Before we hear about it on your Dexcom.
Or heavy sleepers.
Well, even during the day. Even during the day,
Or
sometimes you hit it before your alarm sounds. So, lately you've been reaching a lot more. I know, I'm sorry, yawns are contagious. Lately you've been reaching a lot more lows in the morning, so we're going to have to play with your pump a little bit, aren't we?
Yeah.
Alright? You're going to have to start making the adjustments yourself. You can do it. I'm going to be there through all of it. So, your highs and lows. And why is it that you, I'm sorry. What range are you supposed to be?
100.
In the 100 range. Do you ever stay within your thresholds?
No, I'm not there currently right now.
No.
And I probably won't be for the next 28 days.
28 days?
I had a good dinner.
You had a very good dinner. We treated for it.
Yeah.
But let's tell your viewers what you're at right now.
302.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, and it won't be going down anytime soon.
Because you had pasta.
Because I had pasta. Yeah.
Which, surprisingly, though, isn't one of your trigger foods, so you might be okay.
Yet.
Let's talk about trigger foods. What is a trigger food?
A food that makes your blood sugar go.
Mm-hmm. And, you don't stay within your thresholds. And what kind of a diabetic is that?
A brittle diabetic.
A brittle diabetic. That's true. That's the saw. Yeah, I know. It sounds funny. So you're a brittle diabetic, and we were talking earlier about your lows, and you feel about how many of those?
60%.
About 60% of your lows, which is an improvement over what it used to be. It used to be
20%.
It used to be 20%. So you're still hypoglycemic unaware, and that's what that's technically called, but we just call it you don't feel your lows. So, what were we talking about before that?
My diabetic alert hamster.
Your diabetic, he has not been properly trained, and it's not passed the test where he can go in Walmart yet.
You can get little leashes for hamsters.
You can. I don't think anybody's gonna buy it, Libby. Nobody's gonna buy that he is your diabetic alert hamster. Emotional support hamster, maybe. Diabetic alert hamster, not a chance.
Okay.
That's okay, though.
That's okay.
So, your highs and lows are crazy.
Yep.
And trigger foods.
Pizza. Muffins. But I love muffins, and that saddens me.
Muffins are a big trigger.
That reminds me, can we have muffins in the morning?
It's a trigger food, Libby.
Worth a shot.
It was worth a shot, though.
It's rare whenever I get them, but they're so delicious.
It is very rare. And
Delicious.
what, I lost my train of thought.
Oh, how the tables have turned.
Oh, how the tables have turned. That's usually you. But that's okay. So, you've got your trigger foods.
Yeah.
You're hypoglycemic unaware.
Yes.
You're brittle.
Mm-hmm.
And what do we have to do? How does it affect your, how does diabetes affect your life?
That was the first question.
Was it in the middle of the night?
Oh, in the middle of the night. I wake up, do my blood sugar, go to sleep.
Yeah. And
yeah.
what usually happens, though? You usually have to do something before you get to go to sleep.
Turn off the alarm.
After that, you usually have to eat something because you're low in the night. Yeah.
He's looking at us, Mom.
He wants to be on camera.
Can I get him?
Maybe later. So, what would you tell other kids who have diabetes?
Stay determined and stay determined, yeah.
Stay determined. That sounds like a quote.
I've played too much Undertale.
Just a bit. So, we'll talk more about your diabetes in the future.
Yes, we will. I'm guessing so.
Because that is what this channel is about.
Yes.
Alright. We'll tell everybody to have a good evening.
Good evening. I'm still Ahmed.
And we will see you later.